Hi folks, Chef Ian here, and we're in the Cooks Collective, and we're doing our What's in Season. And our What's in Season vegetable is this little beauty, the cauliflower. Winter is the perfect time for cauliflowers, and at the moment priced, as I said, very economically. In fact, I purchased this cauliflower for $1. So whilst they're in season, they're a great vegetable to use. So what I'm going to be doing with the cauliflower today is I'm going to be cutting them into what I call a cauliflower steak, and then we're going to be baking them up in the Ninja. So our flavouring ingredients today, we're going to be using from Spice Lab, our Asian salt and pepper, and then from the Saucy Wench, our satay sauce. So pretty straightforward and pretty simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get our Ninja just started because I wanted to get pre-warmed up first, so they'll be ready to go. This is going to take roughly about 10 minutes or so. So we've got our collie. When you get your collie too, make sure you get the really firm ones. Don't get ones that are loose. And the other one, don't cut the stem out because that's going to hold your steak together. So important you got that. So really look for that, and no blemishes or marks on the collie. So what we're going to do first off is I'm going to do my first cut. Cut it in half. Now I'm going to cut my first steak, and I'm roughly going to be about an inch wide. So cut them down. So that's our first one. Now with all your bits and pieces you get left over, don't worry about that. We're going to turn that into something else. So our second one, again, roughly an inch, 3 centimetres in width. And that's why it's important, as I said, to keep that stem, because, as I said, that will hold everything together. Okay, so there's our two steaks. And you'll see there, cut through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just brush on some olive oil. And then sprinkle of our salt and pepper. I'm going to flip it over. Do the same thing. Again, seasoning. Okay, and then we'll go back again. Then our satay sauce, I'm just going to spoon it on and just brush it, spoon it through over, and trying to get into all the little cavities. So we're getting all that beautiful satay flavour right through all the cauliflower. Okay, so once all that satay sauce, just lightly just drizzle over the top. Again, oil. Then we're going to put it into the Ninja. So we're just going to place them in. Now we're going to give them roughly about 10 minutes till either they're soft, and you can test them just with a knife, and you've got this really lovely golden crust on it. So we're going to let the Ninja do its thing. We'll come back in about 10 minutes and we'll see how they're going. Okay, welcome back. All right, so the Ninja's finished its cooking. I've actually given it another 2 minutes. And as you can see, we've got that cauliflower now cooked through. Caramelized the sauce, nice and crunchy. So we'll lift it out and put it on our service plate. Just got to be careful when you're doing this that you don't overcook your cauliflower, because the last thing you want is it's soggy. So turn the ninja off. So finish this off. I've just got some toasted sesame seeds that we're just going to sprinkle over, and some sliced shallot. So there you have it, folks. That's our what's in season vegetable, and I guess it's probably a bit unusual if you've never seen a cauliflower steak cooked before, but it just shows you how versatile cauliflower is. Most people would probably just have it steamed or boiled cauliflower mornay, but cutting it this way and doing it as a steak. Now, we've done it obviously with the beautiful Saucy Wench Satay Sauce, which is available in the pantry at Underground Chef. But you could do anything. You could put a curry on this. You could put souvlaki spice, anything at all. You could serve it as a main. So if I was serving this as a main course, I'd probably have some sides, or maybe some rice and some other vegetable. I could also serve it as an entree, cut that down in half, serve that. So it is versatile and so delicious. And in fact, cut a little piece off this one. Cauliflower, when it's done this way, just has this beautiful creaminess about it, and with the satay sauce, beautiful texture. And yeah, so if you never thought about doing something like this, give it a crack. And whilst these are in the season, and you can buy them for, from $1 or $2. Easy, simple, and economical to do. And again, using just our simple things, our spice lab, salt and pepper, and as I said, the Saucy Wench Satay Sauce. Easy, 15 minutes and you've got a meal on your plate that's healthy and nutritious, and very, very tasty. So that's it for what's in season. However, I did mention that when you've got all this other cauliflower left over, I will be doing another tutorial, and we'll be making a soup out of this cauliflower. So keep an eye out for that coming up in Cook's Collective as well. So that wraps up this month's What's in Season, and we'll see you again soon.